Production technology of Crossandra flower. Botanical name Crossandra infundibuliformis. Common name firecracker plant or Kankambaram. In Tamil language, it is called as Kankambaram, family Acanthaceae. Chromosome number is 40. Origin Indo-Malaya region. Crossandra is derived from Greek word krosoi, means fringed. Andre means anthers. If we combine together, that Greek word is called as fringe anthers. The common name firecracker flower refers to the seed pods which are found after the flower has dried up and tend to explode when near high humidity or rainfall. Means when the seed pods are dried, it's automatically explode, and from that seeds are removed naturally. So that is why it is called as firecracker flower, or it is resembles like crackers. In Tamil, it is called as Kanakarambam. Malaya and Telugu, and in Kannada, Kanakambara. That is the name of Crossandra flower. In Maharashtra and Goa, it is known as Aboli. You all might have seen this flower in Marathi language. It is called as Aboli. अबोलीचं फ्लॉवर जवळपास सगळ्यांनीच बघितलेलं असेल. भरपूर जणांच्या घरात पॉट्समध्ये अबोलीचे फुलं किंवा प्लांट्स लावलेले असतात. It is a state flower of Goa. This is the important point. This is a state flower of Goa, that is Aboli or Crossandra. So here you can see the dried pod of Crossandra flower, which is resembles like a firecrackers. So that is why it is called as firecracker flower. So this is a pod which is look like wheat pods or rice pods. It is looks when it is dried. So there are two kinds of aboli. First one is sadi and second one is ratan. Sadi or simple ones, these are lighter shades of orange and they bloom. Those who are in lighter shades of orange, that is called as sadi or simple ones of aboli. And the ratan aboli is darker shades of orange and they remain birds. दोन प्रकार आहेत, एक साधी आणि दुसरे रतन. रतन हे अनओपन बर्ड्स असतात. ते बर्ड्स ओपन नाही होत, फ्लावर ब्लूम नाही होत. आणि जे साधी प्रकारचं आहे ते सिंपल शेड्स असतात, लाइटर शेड्स असतात ऑरेंज कलर मध्ये, अँड दे कॅन बी ब्लूम. बट रतन इट डझंट ब्लूम, इट्स रिमेन बर्ड्स. Let us see distribution. Tropical as well as subtropical regions. South Asia, South America, South Africa, and Madagascar. In India, it is commercially cultivated in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. It will occupies 50% of the area under traditional flowers in southern state. So here you can see that basically it is a southern plant and it is taken commercially in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh. So in Maharashtra it is not taken as a commercial flower, but in Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Andhra Pradesh it is cultivated commercially and it is more famous there. Botanically, how the plants is look like, there is lighter shades of orange petals are there. They are called as dense spikes and the leaves are upright leaves, somewhat tooth. So leaves are having some spikes. Inflorescence is hairy with prominent bracts. So you can able to see the pictures. There is prominent presence of bract which is hairy. Now let us see the different species and cultivars. There are about 5 kinds of Crossandra species are cultivated commercially. The genus consists of around 40 to 50 species of tropical plants with only a few cultivated species, namely. So even though there is present of 50 to 40 to 50 kinds of species, but only 5 species are taken commercially. First one is Crossandra undulifolia, then Crossandra nilotica, Crossandra guinensis, Crossandra flava, then Crossandra pungens. In that, Crossandra undulifolia is of commercially importance. This is taken as a commercial crop because it is a short branching and it is perennial in nature. The height of this plant is around 30 to 90 centimeter. So it is easy to maintain and it is perennial nature. That is why it doesn't require to sow every season, season by season. So commercially this species taken. Then 5 to 12 centimeter dark green lustrous flowers, bright orange, salmon to scarlet in color. So these species are generally observed or observed around us in many houses and many gardens that these species we have been seen. There is presence of spiny bract as we have seen earlier, borne in large densely packed spikes. The second one species is Crossandra guinensis, which is look like a white color or purple dot on the petals. It is a free flowering, about 30 to 60 centimeter height. Bract don't bear spines, pale lilac in color. It can be grown both in sunny situation as well as in partial shade. So it is a quite different than the initial species. The first one species was light orange color or dark orange color, but this species is having pale lilac in color, white or purple dots on the petals. It can be grown in sunny as well as partial shade conditions. Next species is Crossandra nilotica. It is 60 centimeter height and stem is semi-woody. Bracts are hairy. Leaves are elliptic, dark green and glossy. Generally, the leaves of Crossandra plant is glossy. It is having 5 lobes, long, slender corolla tube. So this species also you might have seen 5 lobe species of Crossandra. Next one is Crossandra pungens. Spikes are yellow in color, bracts broadly ovate and spiny. Leaves oblong, pale green, traced with a pearly veins. So the veins are clearly visible on the leaves of this species, and the flower color is yellow. Next one is Crossandra flava. It is unbranched, 15 to 20 centimeter tall, with green and erect stem. Leaves are glabrous, opposite ovate to lanceolate in shape and dark green color. Spikes is four-sided with yellow-green spiny bracts. So basically, distinctly there is not petal. There is called as a bracts. In some species, presence of spiny bracts, and some does not have spiny bracts. They remain bird. Spikes are brightly yellow in color, as you can see in the picture. Next one is Crossandra Nile Queen, which is bracts are red in nature, leaves are glossy, look like a tugger leaves. Then Pseudoanthrum grassiflorum. It is also one of the species of Crossandra, which is having purple color bracts, and they are full bloom in stage. This species also you might have seen. This one is wild Crossandra, Crossandra greenstocki. This is wild species. The orange Crossandra, it is tetraploid in nature. Delhi Crossandra, it is triploid in nature. Lutea yellow, it is tetraploid in nature. And Sibaculis red is tetraploid in nature. For the production of aboli plant or aboli flower, will require fertile red loamy soil with pH range of 6 to 7.5 is ideal. Climate, it requires temperature of 30 to 35 degrees centigrade for the growth. It is a shade tolerant to some extent but susceptible to low temperature and frost. Propagation. Crossandra can be propagated by means of seeds, rooted cuttings, and tissue culture. In earlier, we have seen the dried pods and they explode naturally. After exploding, there is presence of seeds, and that seeds are used for propagation purpose. Then next one is rooted cutting, is also taken as a commercial means of propagation or multiplication, and tissue culture, which is not quite taken for commercial purpose. So those Cassandra which are tetraploids in nature, they can be propagated through seeds, and seed rate is around 5 kg per hectare. Transplanted 60 days after when you prepare the seedlings that can be ready to transplant in 60 days. Next, the triploid species propagated through rooted cuttings of 15 to 10 to 15 centimeter length, and the cuttings required 41,700 cuttings for 1 hectare of land. So remember this, the tetralopods species of Crossandra, they propagated through seeds and the seed rate is 5 kg per hectare, and the triploid species, they are propagated with rooted cuttings and the cuttings are required 41,700 for 1 hectare. So see, this is the picture of dried pods of Crossandra, and which is look like a wheat pods or rice pods, and after that, after exploding, in second picture the seeds are removed and that seeds can be used for preparation of seedlings. For planting of Crossandra into the field, first we'll have to prepare the field, plow the field thrice, FYM at 25 tons per hectare. Ridges are formed 60 centimeter apart. Dip the roots of seedlings in carbendazole. Plant the seedlings at 30 centimeter spacing. So 60 by 30 centimeter is the spacing, or you can take 60 by 60. Fertilizers 75 by 50 by 125 kg NPK per hectare. This is the dose, and the top dressing is done after 3 months of planting. Repeat the half yearly interval of 2 years. Apply azospirillum 2 kg per hectare, reduce nitrogen by 50 kg. Spraying ascorbic acid 1000 ppm increase the yield. So apply some biofertilizers also increase in yield significantly, and the dose for Crossandra is 75 by 50 by 125 kg per hectare. For daily Crossandra, the basal dose is FYM 25 tons per hectare, gypsum 100 kg, then phosphorus 50 kg, potassium 100 kg, and top dressing 30-day with neem cake to 50 kg per hectare plus 40 kg per hectare. So in daily Crossandra, there is some kinds of fertilizer dose is changed, and the top dressing is can be done with the organic fertilizers or organically by using of neem cake. On 19th day, the NPK is given 40 by 20 by 60 kg per hectare. So initially, basal dose of FYM, gypsum, phosphorus and potash. Then top dressing is 13th day, that can be applied neem cake. On 19th day, again the dose is repeated of NPK, which is 40, 20, 60 kg per hectare. Now flowering start in 2 to 3 months after planting. Bears flowers throughout the year with drop during rainy season. So it is blooming continuously throughout the year. It takes 2 days for complete opening and hence picking on alternate days. So as we have seen earlier that some species open or bloom, that is called as bracts, and some species are closed or they remain birds, but still they are harvested on alternate day basis. Flowers open in sequence from the base of the spikes. Flowers which are diagonally opposite in the spike open at the same time. So there is various structures of opening of flowers can be observed on Crossandra. So as you can see the first picture, the flowers open sequence from the base of the spikes. So where is the spike is located? From the base of the spike, the petals or bracts are start blooming or open. So this one is the sequence of opening of bracts, and second sequence is that the flowers or bracts are which are diagonally opposite in the spike open at the same time. So they are diagonally opposite to the spike, but they are also symmetrically opens from the spikes from the base of the spike. So these kinds of sequence can be observed in Crossandra flowers. Takes nearly 15 to 20 days to complete flowering on a spike. Peak flowers fade away in 36 to 48 hours. Packed in cloth or 200 gauge polybag without ventilation and stored in cool chamber. After harvesting, so there might be some plant protection is there. Some kinds of pest and disease are observed on Crossandra flower, and that first one is nematode. Nematode can be controlled by application of Forate or Carbofuran 1 week after planting, 6 months after planting. So you can use these treatments to control the nematodes. Second pest is aphids, spray dimethoid 30 EC. Next one is the diseases, that is wilt. Wilt is observed in patches in the field. The disease is observed 1 month after transplanting. Soil drenching with carbendazim 1 gram per liter. So application of carbendazim or giving drenching operation that can prevent Crossandra flower from the wilt. And wilt is observed after 1 month of transplanting. Flowers are to be picked early in the morning by pulling the corolla out of the calyx. Harvesting of flowers is to be done on alternate days. The yield of flower is about 5 ton per hectare. So there are some varieties released by Tamil Nadu Agriculture University. The breeding work done at TNU resulted in 2 hybrids. One resistant hybrid is developed from crossing between 2 local types collected from Palani and Madhuramalai hills. The flowers are large with very attractive with yellowish orange petals, highly tolerant to nematodes. Another hybrid was evolved by crossing the orange flower cultivars with Cibaculus red, produces very attractive dark pink flowers. So the Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, where the breeding work of Crossandra is carried out, and the 2 hybrids were developed. The first one was highly tolerant to nematodes, and the crossing is carried out between 2 local varieties. One is Palani and Madhumalai hills, and they are yellowish orange in color. And the second one hybrids was orange flowers with Cibaculus red, crossing between these 2 species, and they are also dark pink flower color. The 2 hybrids were selected from IHR Bangalore. The first one is Arka, Ambara, Arka, and Kanaka, recommended for commercial cultivations of loose flower and potted plants. So these are the varieties were developed by the IHR Bangalore, and this can be taken as a commercial cultivation for loose flower purpose as well as for potted plants. So this is the Arca one. This is image of Arca variety released by IHR Bangalore. Orange, red, bright flowers, larger size, yield 5.9 ton per acre per year. This is Arca Kanaka, orange, big flowers, yield 5 tons per acre per year, big size flowers and also pleasing color. This one is Shamrock Crossandra. This one is orange marmalade and yellow splash, tropic flame and sundance. The flowers have no perfume but stay fresh for several days. The tiny flowers are often strung together into strands, sometimes along with white jasmine flowers, and therefore in great demand for making garlands which are offered in temple deities or used to adorn women's hair. This plant has gained the Royal Horticulture Society Award for Garden Merit. So this flower also get some awards by the Royal Horticulture Society. Mr. Lakshmi Narayan Cassandra Association. Many high-yielding varieties of Cassandra have been developed by an innovative farmer, Mr. T.V. Vengadapati of Kudapakam village in Pondicherry. He was pursuing the crop improvement for using mutation breeding techniques. He employed chemical mutagens and irradiation techniques to generate the mutants from which he carefully selected the new varieties. So the person which is farmer which is live in Pondicherry, Kudapakam village, and his name is M.S. Lakshmi, Mr. T.V. Vengatapati, and he worked for Lakshmi Narayan Personal Association, and he has developed some kinds of varieties of Crossandra by using mutation breeding techniques. In November 16, 2000, and he is awarded with Padma Shri in 2012 for research on Crossandra tissue culture. He has named the varieties Kanakadhara Vijaya, Kanakavaram Raj, Kanakavaram Subhasu, Lakshmi, Nilambari. He named the new variety APJ Abdul Kalam. All these are high yielding varieties and they do well in field conditions. They produce attractive flowers of different shades of orange, yellow, and light pink, and the flowers fetch premium price in the market according to the Vengatapati. So this is the only the farmer who work for Cassandra in Pondicherry area, and he developed number of varieties which are high yielding in there, and they can be grown on the field conditions. So this was all about the Cassandra flower. So today we have learned about the Cassandra flower.